have been working on this for a few years now.
Okay.
And we're trying to target specifically policyholders, and we're trying to be more proactive, Sam, in getting involved before they have a loss, to be linked up with a PA firm. Okay. And then when they do have a loss, that they've already got an established relationship with that PA firm.
Okay.
So
you're
that
talking about
they
like
can kind of,
like commercial property owners or homeowners?
both.
Okay.
Both. But in addition to that, we have a site that's being built that is going to completely document the entire property.
Okay.
So both business, dwelling as well as personal property. So that we've got a clear snapshot of everything that is in that property prior to ever having a loss. And then there's an established relationship with a professional already in advance. Okay. So to roll out our initial marketing, we were looking to target those who probably already have gone through a horrible experience in dealing with the insurance carrier, but also probably have also had some experience with using a PA and see the benefit of having a PA for representation. So we're specifically looking at, people who have been affected from Superstorm Sandy and all the hurricanes and the flood victims, the people who were out in California with the wildfires, and a lot of those hail people across the Midwest. So is there a way to target specifically people who have been already affected? Is there data out there that can be scraped off the web to locate them and target them specifically, or do you have to kind of do just geographically focus on an area?
All right. So this is the biggest problem with public adjusting.
Okay.
By the time a Google searcher gets to the place where they're Googling public adjuster, I need a public adjuster, right?
Right.
Their claim and their damage is so far gone that we're getting like the crappy reopens and the denial turnovers.
Right.
That's all the stuff that people get off of Google, right?
Okay.
Because people don't think about hiring a public adjuster when they first have damage.
Right.
So, Brian Thomas could have publicadjuster.net on lockdown and have like all these web pages, but you always get crappy stuff, non-qualified stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So, for public adjusters, this is the hardest part with lead generation.
Right.
If anything, the best thing that you can do is create a water, fire, smoke damage site that fields the lead, and everything that's legit PA work, you take it first, and then you refer in a water damage company that's going to pay you 15, 20 points on the MIT.
Yeah.
And you make your money as the PA.
Right.
In my opinion, this is the best way to go to market, especially because I have consistently created 20 phone calls a month for a water damage company in the, Pittman, Glassboro, South Jersey area.
Right.
And that's if he's converting 5 of them a month, like if a public adjuster got 5 new claims a month off a website, he'd be pretty darn happy,
Yeah. Yeah.
But if some of them are not claims, but you can still sell the claim to a water mitt guy, then you're in better shape too.
True.
So in terms of the searcher psychology, meaning the ideal client, the service that you have, it's noble and great, because I'd love to have pre-damage inspections and full content inventory done. But the problem is there's just not enough of those human beings out there even thinking about searching for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if anything, if you got, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, then over the course of 3 months build a water damage site, and then do the
Mhm.
SEO to get optimized to start getting keywords like water, mold, sewer backup, fire damage, smoke damage.
Yeah.
Those are where you're gonna get, because people know to search for that. Plumbing damage, right?
Right.
Flood in my basement. This is where the search volume is, and then so like we're trying to put your website in the travel path of their car. That's what
Okay.
SEO is. Paying for
Yeah.
advertisements is like putting a billboard on the side of the road and having everybody drive by and seeing whites in Luxembourg, and like 99% of the people don't have lung cancer from asbestos.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the psychology of it.
Okay.
And I just kind of, that's just my strong opinion on it.
Understood. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. And then at least also what I've seen in terms of conversions, what I've seen in terms of actual live phone calls coming in, things like that.
Right.
So.
Okay. So that's more what you're focusing on now then, is the SEO stuff?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a bunch of different niches, but the main thing is get the website built first, right?
Yeah.
And once the website's built, then start to optimize all the keywords and the pages.
Okay.
And, I got electrician, I have concrete leveling guy that shoots like polyurethane foam underneath the concrete pad. I got a estate planning attorney. I have a kitchen and bath remodeler. I have a tree cut company. You have these different types of clients that are more down that vein.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. How about from the question I asked you, is there a way to target those people who have been affected from those using SEO, or is it more of a crapshoot?
No, I mean, well, yeah. Well, one thing is if they've already used the PA in the past and the PA did a good job, guess what? They're calling that PA back. So that's not.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be very fruitful.
Okay.
And they've had a really bad experience in the past. They're like really aggressive.
Okay.
So they're not ideal customers either. So
yeah.
This
Okay.
Every way I looked at public adjusting, if someone wants to pay me, like someone from Ohio wants to pay me to build them a website and do all this stuff, I can get them ranked for water damage too. I can get them ranked for smoke damage, fire damage, right?
Right.
And maybe you can pick off the people, but you're just going to be better off. I mean, you just got to get those keywords: water damage, fire damage, smoke damage. All the perils, and not like the technical names of the perils that you and I know. Like, there's no reason to even be optimized for accidental water.
Yeah.
Because nobody searches that.
Right.
So it's more like take a step back, look at the buyer psychology, and then if that buyer psychology works, then and if there's enough search volume there, which you can find out if how many thousand people are searching that,
Okay.
Then that's where you go with it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So.
All right. Other than that, you're doing well?
Yeah. I'm doing good. I mean, the monthly renewals that I'm getting from this business right now is equivalent to what I was earning before as a PA, which is why I've kind of taken a different role of like literally taking referrals only, and also only taking ideal situations. Anything that's non-ideal and customers are angry and their their insurance policies like total trash and they've already really boogered up the claim, like I'm not taking it.
Right.
And like literally, like I think Jonathan Whitcomb wanted me to look at something, and it's like, well, we're gonna like try a couple things first. I'm like, I told him, if you get the truck stuck in the mud, I'm letting you know right now, we may just refuse to take it. You have to understand.
Yeah.
And sometimes, young man's a little too smart for his own good. But
a little bit.
I mean, you work with him, so you know. So.
Yeah. He's a pretty good source of referral business for me for appraisals.
Mm-hmm.
But he does get he steps out of his lane and teeters on getting himself in some trouble.
Yeah, I know. So.
You know, and I think he just left where he was and went with another restoration company.
So he's not with Justin Amons anymore, or him and.
Nah, I think he's stepping out and going to a different company, Choice Home Remodeling.
I mean, those guys though, they do a lot of aggressive door knocking. So honestly, they're gonna get business. But the thing is, they're doing a lot of heavy promising. They're doing a lot of, and like this is like, I'm not interested in doing that,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you and I know, like, we made promises about pride adjusting or this company or that company, and it's like the settlement comes out and you're like, what the heck? And they're like, well, that's the best I could get. And it's like, come on, man.
Right.
And like, we're trying to get paid on stuff. You can't get paid on stuff. It's such a low settlement, so.
I know.
Yeah.
Understood. All right, Sammy. Well, good chatting with you.
Okay.
Maybe we can catch up and get lunch or something one day.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you later.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
Have a good one. See ya.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I saw you called, and I was on a plane and just got into Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So we're trying to coordinate what time zone Uros is in, and then South Africa. And I told
you're breaking up.
I told them they
Mm-hmm.
can't send out an email with 45 minutes notice and say, let's meet at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just not enough lead time. And the fact of the matter is, some guys 3 hours different time zone, and you guys are +6. We're trying to reconcile 9 time zones here.
Yeah.
So then they're like, well, what about tomorrow morning? I'm like, again, I'm okay at 4 or 5 in the morning, but that means Uros either needs to stay up until 1 a.m.
No, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, he's not doing that. He's not doing that for us. So yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how we can coordinate it. And that's it.
All right. I think the most important thing is, in terms of priority, it's Oros and Shannon and you. I mean, I'll join, but if I can get the fifth notes from you after, even if I can't, that's fine. But Oros is going to be the working around his calendar first. So get some time zone, get some preferences for him, like in his morning, so it'll be their afternoon. And I'll join when I can.
Okay. Yeah. So that means, like, just have Uros reply and be like, I'm okay from this time to this time, Pacific Standard Time, and that's it.
Yep.
And we'll just make it work. If those guys, I mean, he's a CTO or whatever. If he needs to get on a call at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. local time, that's his business,
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I saw that on the calendar. It's like, holy shit,
I know.
have to play unless you missed the call. So, all right. Well, we'll just have to work around it.
Also, I need to figure out what you guys want with the video, because we can do it. And my guy is very confident, and he looked at that guy's sample portfolio. He's like, oh, I can do all the videos that you want.
Okay.
And
I don't really know what's the story that we're going to tell. A lot of it is just going to be how easy it is to curate, and what the user experience is going to be like, in terms of going through the actions.
Okay.
So let me get with Raj to see what he has in mind, but that's what I have in mind.
Okay. So is Raj a Nobi guy in the Singapore office?
Well, he kind of is. He is an intern, but right after the summer, he's going to go back to Northeastern University, where he's going for his MBA. And he's going to continue working for us part-time. Okay. And then we'll see how it works afterwards.
Okay, but what's the intent? The intent, let me type, like, do you have a couple minutes just to process through this?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, so the intent is, 1, see how easy it is to curate.
Yep.
Okay, and then also why the actions of curating, like different actions,
stimulates learning. Right.
Stimulate learning. Okay.
Sharing, like the group chats, all that stuff visually. If we can replicate that, would be good.
Okay. And then the other part is, what else do you want to see?
No, those two are the primary things that I want.
So
if they can do that, that would
it's
be
kind
good.
of like recordings that I did, but not like super fast techno speed up sometimes. And then like even when we're doing something, another cartoon or animated call out to explain what we're pointing to or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Cartoon or visually stimulating call outs or like speech bubbles or something like that, right?
Yeah, something really visual, right? Because I want people to be able to kind of picture it in their mind without us always, having to do demonstrations or like they're seeing it for the first time when we do demonstrations.
Okay. Now, do you want also like dashboard explainers?
That would be good. Now that you think about it, yeah.
Okay, dashboard explainers to show engagement stats, ease of administration. Okay. Okay. Now, what about like some of like the whiteboard stuff or like animations with cartoons? You need any of that stuff or no?
Well, to me, that's kind of one same. I don't know how. I mean, if there's a way that we can do what we want to do using the stick figures animation, that's fine. But I can't see that happening, right? But right now, all I know is that I want the website to come to life.
Okay.
Right now, it's very static.
If he can take our Nobi cartoons and make them speech heads that pop up, because when we do the demo of the app, we're going to be using the middle part of the screen, and the side edges are going to be black space. So we could actually have the two little Nobis like gnomes walking in and out, the boy and the girl, and see if he'll animate.
That's cute. Yeah.
See? Okay. All right.
Okay.
I think that's good enough. And then let me kind of, based on that other email, see like, where the primary value for me being involved on the curation of this is that like I've done a bunch of like, writing of the programs and also a bunch of administrating groups and users. So I think that's where the value is versus just having an outside company. And then Grant, as far as I can tell, his skill on the video side is fantastic. And when he has a process and a script, he goes fast.
Does he have anything that I can see?
He has the Nobi programs, but let me see if he has a portfolio link he can send.
Yeah, just a couple of links with customers that he's done some work for.
Okay, cool. I'll send that to you.
All right.
All right?
All right.
Okay, thanks, Jim. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Where's the shirt that I made?
I don't know.
Where did you put it?
I don't know.
What? Ugh.
Bam. Yeah.